Welcome. You've got mail.
Broadcasting live from the Jersey Shore, it's Coach Kev on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, finally, to another episode of the Indie Super Show here on the Damage 365 Radio Network. Also being broadcasted on the Spreaker Radio Network, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. I'm Coach Kev, leading you the way today. We have a jam-packed show. Really sorry it's been like a month since we did a show. In an industry where usually people do really stupid things that give us a lot of material, it's been kind of slow, other than the loss of a couple of professional wrestlers just recently that we will recognize with our 10-bell salute. But today we want to welcome in Ricky O, formerly of JCW Wrestling and Game Changer Wrestling. It was almost this time, a couple of years ago, he announced his retirement. He's been doing some wrestling promoting here and there. Opened up a brand new store called Man Cave Inc. And we're going to have him on the show today, talk a little bit about what he's been doing. Also, he's going to be back at Big Event come March 2019. He's going to announce his guest on the show tonight. Also, there's a bunch of other things we like to talk about other than, some WWE news, some new random 80s wrestling convention that's going to happen in Freehold, New Jersey during Wrestlemania week or a week of after Wrestlemania. Whatever it is, it's silliness. But we'll get into that. People calling out a promoter, Scott Wilder, for lack of refunding money. I don't know what the update is on that. We'll talk about that. How about a registered pedophile, registered sex offender, who is a wrestling promoter working for another wrestling promoter, ripping people off left and right? So we're going to talk about him. I think we're going to give him a call, too. I think that's, we're going to do that. Anthony D'Alfonso of ATD Promotions, talent no-showed, nowhere to be found at Icons this a couple weekends ago in Philly. Maybe we'll give him a call, find out what's going on there. Mike Dickinson of Black Cat Events back in the news. What big shock. Another major convention just passed by in WrestleCade. And Mike Dickinson screwed over the fans, screwed over the convention. Big shock there. Let's see, what else we got? Bill Paley of Wrestling Inc. Another crybaby episode by that gentleman. And of course we had the big cast collapsing at Icons in Philly. Having a seizure. And some disgusting people taking video because instead of trying to help, they thought it was more important to make sure they got their 5 minutes of social media fame. And of course we had Eric Sims of ESS that went on a Facebook Live and absolutely pissed off another professional wrestler by bringing her name up for a past medical issue that was very similar to Cass. Instead of just not talking about it, he thought it was necessary to publicly go on Facebook and give his 2 cents. So we have a little clip of his second live Facebook feed of how he was apologizing, which, how do you apologize for what you, oh my God. Like I said, we went a month. It was slow. Not many people were doing really stupid shit in this industry. Maybe it was because nothing was really going on. And then in literally the last 4 days, this has really all come to boil. So we're going to take our first commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to welcome in Ricky O of Man Cave Inc., formerly of JCW and GCW Wrestling. So sit back, relax. Give us about an hour of your time. Actually, we're going to take our 10-bell salute for our fallen wrestlers. Former WWE Tag Team Champion Dynamite Kid of the British Bulldogs, and Larry the Axe Henning, the father of Mr. Perfect, and of course the grandfather of Curtis Axel. So we're going to take our 10-bell salute and then moment of silence and go right into our commercial. And then, like I said, when we return, we'll be back with Ricky O.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Frankenstein Wrestling Superstore in the world-famous Englishtown Flea Market. Blue Building, booths 46 through 48. Check them out for all your wrestling memorabilia needs. They have figures, lucha masks, t-shirts, retro collectibles, DVDs, cards, and so much more. You can also pick up tickets to local indie wrestling promotions. That's right, you heard it here on the Damage 365 Radio Network. The Frankenstein Wrestling Superstore in the world-famous Englishtown Flea Market, Blue Building, booths 46, 47, and 48. Check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/Frankenstein Inc. for more information.
This is Eddie Edwards, one half of the Wolves, and you are listening to Damage 365 Radio, where the hunt is on.
Do you laugh so hard to other podcasts you're a danger on the road?
Granny shifting, not double clutching like you should.
Do you drive your friends crazy going on and on about said podcast?
You're an idiot.
Do you have trouble falling asleep at night?
For 6 months, I couldn't sleep.
If you've answered yes to one or all three of these questions, have no fear.
Here, at After the Credits, we have patented a formula of quasi-cogent opinion seasoned with shameless in-bickering to provide you with an experience that is both AAA safe and moderately amusing.
So join the dueling duo of Robert Kajowski and Norton every week for the latest in trailer and movie reviews, as well as the occasional TV talk. Because at After the Credits on Damage 365 Radio, we believe in four things.
Water's wet, the sky's blue, women have secrets.
And that listening to our show will guarantee that your insurance premiums will plummet.
Neither Robert nor Norton can legally ensure a smooth experience on the road. Some drivers are chess monsters. Additionally, neither After the Credits nor Damage 365 Radio can legally guarantee any insurance premiums will go down. After the Credits, however, can be heard on the iHeartRadio app available through Google Play and iTunes.
This is Lanny Poffo, formerly the genius full of glory and renown. You are listening to Damage 365 Radio.
Esposito's Pizza and Pasta. Check us out on one of our fine locations, 930 Route 34 in Matawan, New Jersey, or 233 East Main Street in Manasquan, New Jersey. From pizza and salads to pasta and buffalo wings, we have something to suit every member of your family. Whether you're seeking to take out, delivery, or just want to dine in, let us do the dishes. We would be more than happy to take care of your next meal. Our courteous and friendly restaurant staff is here to meet and exceed all your expectations. We promise an enjoyable experience each and every time we serve you. Try our award-winning sesame seed crust pizza, the recent winner of first place in the Las Vegas Pizza Open in the Artisans Division. Visit us online at sesameseedpizza.com for store hours, menus, and phone numbers, or just stop by one of our 2 great locations. You'll be glad you did. Esposito's Pizza and Pasta, so close to eating at Mom's, but without all the yelling.
This is former WWE superstar Damian Sandow, now known as Aaron Stevens, and you're listening to Damage 365 Radio. Keep it tuned. You're welcome.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, we'd like to welcome in a man that's well known in the wrestling industry, whether it's independent wrestling shows or bringing some talent to conventions to selling legit stuff. When it comes to not only wrestling but sports. Ricky O, welcome back to the show, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. How you guys been?
Been good. I mean, it's kind of funny. We spoke about getting you back on the show, and then I shared a post from our memories that I think it was 2 years this past week that you announced your official retirement from the indie wrestling promotion business.
Yeah, I saw that too. It came up on my timeline. Exactly 2 years. It's been a while.
Yep. But you're back, not in the same way, but you're making your big event return.
I'm going to cut you off for a second.
Sure.
I'm going to let you know something first. I am back. I bought a ring. Ooh. I've got a building, and I'll be running Nashville. So 2019, I'll be making my return. Hopefully, it's still in the tentative stages, but hopefully with an NWA banner in the background. But if not, with a very close affiliation to Billy Corrigan, Dave Lagana, and Dave Marquez with the United Wrestling Network and the NWA. But I got bored. I'll be back.
2 years. I guess that wasn't long enough for you. So you got thirsty. Brought you.
I'm gonna be honest. It's a different environment down here. Living in Nashville, Tennessee, and being around the heritage of wrestling in the old USWA territories and visiting a lot of just the pro wrestling down here the way it is and the old school mentality and going to some indies down here. And it's a flashback to the late 70s, early 80s being a kid. They still believe down here. It's a lot of fun.
Well, it's good. I mean, maybe they didn't get the memo that Vince McMahon's trying to ruin it for everybody.
He's the white devil down here. He's really hated, and it's really funny because when people talk about wrestling down here, they don't talk about the WWE and the WWF. It's still the NWA mentality of Dusty, Flair, Funk, Harley Race, the Briscoes, the Lawler, and it's they talk about that other federation, and that's what they call it. They'll say things like, yeah, wrestling was good until that other federation took over. And it's still like that down here, and it's kind of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
The one thing I got to say about that is people should not hold it against the actual talent that wrestles for WWE or Impact or any other televised mainstream type wrestling company. Obviously, if somebody waves enough money in your face, you're going to go do something. And the talent is being showcased on national level. You can't really hold it against the talent. I mean, can you hold it against